There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the... No, you come to help. Something tell...
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive, wound...
We deal with the Akashic foot.
These men don't have the look.
If you've come to rob this place...
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves.
When did Wade and his men
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me if they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping, and they got wounded with them!
Damn it up.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here. If any can still...
I will. You two be...
My brothers.
Shh, don't try to talk.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up, but what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So, Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a...
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade.
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way. Too thick.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next...
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Or hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only... It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's... The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard.
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord, there's... Oscar? It is an honor to make you... I am Oscar. Oscar...
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. Well, go on, then. It's not for me. Yes, so... If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
But I am a shield no longer. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor, and I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are.
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire.
Would that really be? You were a squire once? And I'm certain.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other...
Oh, here. Run like the wind.
Cid, your new companion appeared. Should I be worried?
Jill, Clive has told me much about...
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to me? What did...
As if by... Let's just say we've yet to reach... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be... I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to her?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our wall.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered? Like, we're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, and you cannot fill empty bellies.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Cid. And
I was about to ask you the same.
Costness is in chaos. And the markets of the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive over an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problem.
I hope so.
A room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder.
My thoughts... both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods. If only they could agree on...
And if there's one thing bandits...
What would Sid the Out...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand.
That sounds like a recipe for...
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie, it may still be possible to make them... before presenting...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
When all that fear and anger can...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't...
As you wish.
Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, Ish Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver.
Victor says that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from... You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave...
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're...
I can't believe...
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
My shop. Why would everyone...
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here it... Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this...
Indeed, certainly. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher. It is only a matter of time before the peasants...
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little... And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to... If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that...
All right. If it... But you needn't have gone through this.
Thank you.
She saw right.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that now my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat, with time...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found them.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want...
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those...
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say...
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost.
Without you, there would have been no line. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a chance.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert...
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the... We are united. As for you, Sid...
I'll take that as a compliment. Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Let's go.
Otto's mind at rest.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Mistakes. This might take a while.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have known. So empty your pockets. Modern world break! What's that outside?
A deserter turned outlaw. We were worse than Anthony. Good girl.
We're not alone.
All right. No more vengeance. No more war. That's better.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come again. I may have more for you.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire,
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted!
Are you sure? I've never been one to play favorites, Molly.
So?
A fried mortress of skyworm. Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, turns out
Yvonne said...
Ah, kindly off.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Sid, perhaps you...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after, my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore, which almost certainly means that...
Perhaps of it...
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. They were in the...
Norseman Harpocrates. I've come...
Valicia, the young man did a wonderful job with the chances.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where...
So the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Now, Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name.
Dragon livers.
One would have thought. The disciples of Bahamut, I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern.
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows up. I gather that one can locate the chip. I may add that people once believed...
Meaning that if I find one, I've...
Best of luck, Clive. And do...
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think Nan might be in...
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that, but she'd never do business with baddies. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd...
Don't worry.
Oh, you'll let me know?
Of course. Lady Karen.
Not nearly.
You're doing good
Clark, not once in 5 long years do you pay...
Just... all right.
Oh. Are ya?
All I know is that someone in...
And what? You believe... Look. I've done things I'm not proud of. But that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to...
No. I reckon you've got...
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were, along with some other things, that while it sounds like she may have done...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say...
No. But people do things for all sorts of...
Well, that trader, he said the rock, so that's where I'm going. Are
you sure that's wise? Whoever...
Oh, but... that...
Rutherford. Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of...
No.
Well, not any.
And just how long hasn't it?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We just...
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore?
Because that's the only way to become...
Miss Middledore said, the best way I see how something works.
Well, then your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work.
Speak for yourself.
You three need to learn to take responsibility. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eye. All right. Every piece has its own role to play. And if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. The body. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that...
You're right. It looks more like a...
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about it.
Hold things. So wait.
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans.
I do. Molly, but these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. But what if I wanted to weigh goods?
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel.
I have. Miss Middledore's dungeon is full of them.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved. When I tried...
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried...
We know what part's supposed to... So, let's put the pieces together first.
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what...
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces...
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. And then the arms hold the...
Very good.
Yes!
Well...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right. We're Miss Middledore's hair.
Her hair?
Yeah. Hair's for the future. She's showing us...
What do you think, Sid? Oh.
With a little more help from Miss Middledore and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though...
Hey, look!
You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well?
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how they...
Oh, no.
Thankfully she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching...
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the children are...
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under... She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid...
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange to anyone else, it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people...
Which explains her... She's working to give them a better life. And so should I.
Ah, you've given them far more than that.
It's like...
The bandits may be noble, but look what they've left us with. We have a hard time, but...
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
Clark, I found someone who says he's heard...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling... Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, and the more war being waged. And who will they... Why, the...
And you've seen this Reaper...
Aye, you'll find her right here.
Here in Dalamir. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not... But it'd be a bolder man than me that... Feeling bold... Now, if that's all...
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan...
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be...
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks.
Good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the...
All right.
You too, Goots.
Finest cell swords in Storm. Fuck.
What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Come on. Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it?
It was a fairly unconvincing... So...
That's up to you. Die a slow death, boys. Here...
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen. Go on.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his man, he only wanted that bull of a man. You weren't
What were you going to do?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get... I was only supposed to point the lump in the right direction. Then you... Well...
You're not worth the effort. I need to find Goots.
Get your filthy...
Stop and stop spreading that...
For they are not lies. Every last word...
Goose.
He's gonna... He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime. Goots, was it? Only with... Run along now.
No.
No.
I don't care what she did. Promise me you... Or I'll...
Goots.
Enough, all of...
Karen. But how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit, though it was just Bogan. I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you that... What was it we called you?
You.
Everything, it was all... And now you'll finally pay...
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through...
You great... Out of the way, I cannot... So, you remember what you told me when we... An eye for an eye? Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now... Sorry to keep...
Is he...
Tight. It's an easy going through life. After all, I shouldn't...
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, so I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his client, but he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into... It didn't hurt you.
No, Nan. Still got on, but... What if he...
What if he does? Best we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me... Right. Let's get you back to the...
Remind me never to cross you, Cap.
My lord Marquis, it is you. I am Sebastian Rutherford.
Of course.
Yes, man.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't...
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Marth, tasked with learning what I am able, and what I have learned is grim. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. The gears of governance have ground to the realm threatens to drift. Your lord, uncle, however... But
that sounds like...
It is. Hence my having enlisted.
Alas.
I have lost... They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword. Yet in these...
So you want me to find... I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
It's not going to be easy. Only one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here has seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping them up.
Perhaps.
Good girl.
Faster!
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your mast, so you can start by giving us all the...
I already...
And maybe we'll take that...
Please!
I'll deal with it.
Thank
you. That one's master. If you...
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to...
Oh, you... He hasn't had many visitors since... It's over!
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but...
Much has changed in the Republic.
You've seen this kind of thing before?
Many times.
You're one of Rutherford's. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend... I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately...
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the those who weren't recalled...
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan. You won't mind.
Not at all, no. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with... They've already...
I'm not.
And then you found... I'm Alistair Rockford.
Of the 7 high houses, it's been... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? I was on my way back from the old capital when I...
Bandits.
They looked more like... It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could.
Which way did they go?
South.
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale.
Thank you.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be...
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by, as ill might befall.
It's just Clive, which is more than going to be...
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Someday, there are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of band...
Rockford, if you are to continue your you first need to seek...
I shall return to Northreach, but allow me to thank...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are... in one piece.
They'd have us believe these ghosts...
There were ghosts at the gate, not Caesar.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
To the meadows, then.
That's what we get.
Yeah!
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. Too slow. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better. Head back.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So?
I did, and he was as helpful as a...
And what precisely will...
Blueback wyvern liver.
Ah,
Wyvern livers, was it? Now then, let's hope these grand old chefs have... And here we have it. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption.
And rightly so. Is there...
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even.
I think you like...
I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
Decent.
Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest...
I'll give it some...
Nothing like a dip.
I didn't mean. I just thought.
Aye. Well, someone had to. Reckon the both of us would be worse. You've always been me, and I'd have you stay that way.
Well, I will. If you.
Why, you fine. Play.
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing he would...
That's as maybe. He'll need to start look. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back.
Of course.
Stop it. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. Let me tell you.
All right.
Them rumours might be... You see, that some women lust after, and to satisfy that lust, are sold to opposing armies. But then one day, said he'd give me access.
Was that the first time?
Aye. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon, and all without aiding or abetting anyhow. Told me about his plan to topple the mud. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of... Why, I reckon an enterprising in... And that's when he had me. I emptied my... And the rest, as they say, a dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest damn. But I can say, you've all shown me...
That there are.
So don't you go messing it up. Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
I see your...
The rest's locate... Speaking of which, I received word from...
I only happen to be in the right... They both seem to think...
I am afraid that Storm is in crisis, and we must work...
As it is mine.
Good girl. Faster!
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Out of our way.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners. Very
Hey, do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps?
You're injured. What happened here?
Swallow duck. There's a village not far from...
I'll go. Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wound...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem...
You must have me confused.
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there! In Kosnis when you killed my brothers.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
And what of my ill will?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it.
My oath!
I know how hard they are to keep.
No. Lord Kupka told us...
Man.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I...
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Is that blade for hire?
Figuratively,
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a dread Evis...
do you want to...
Eventually, yes. Though, dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. Bring me that beat...
All right.
Of course, leave table... I eagerly await your safe...
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or...
You! Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang...
The university?
a specialist in ancient cultures. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept the answers I seek lying. Just would you do an old man a kind?
Climb the stair.
And some... three of them, to be precise. One, I'm here in the hope that those carvings, namely the otherwise I
can't promise I'll remember.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame them. What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamel.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as reeds.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair.
Oh, what that I could... come, don't tease me now. Let's start.
Guardians of the... I'm pretty sure they were...
Fascinating. But,
Wanderers of the Gold Ore.
No doubt you're right. This is proving...
Children of... That's all three.
And so, 3 engravings. Guardians of the Mother Crystal. Little wonder it was so. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha!
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamel.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril. Seem very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities of the sea?
Come on.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right. But it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Too slow. This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your...
Clear. Do not...
This is no time to ride. No use calling Ambrosia now.
The free cities under sea? Fly, Ambrosia!
Let us be rid of them. Let's go.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
We're taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that... Well,
thank you. But
it is the one, and it is all that I have...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. My comrades and I are sure of our... But there are those among... I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparation, and may Griga guide us.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone. You can no longer guarantee your protection.
Sid, none of us will be standing here today. We owe him our lives. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, and if that's what has to happen, then so but we get.
I hope so.
Oi! You lot!
They've gone with Master...
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. They don't stand it. They're all gonna fucking...
No. Sid! Don't worry, we can't let Quentin die.
All right. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us, Sid.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Straight home now. Quentin.
Which is more than I can say. They followed me without question.
This must be the Quentin. I'll hold it off.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice be...
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is Romeo God's dog.
No. We don't have a beast that needs to be run down. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy, just as I dreamed of doing. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, free. It was all for this. But what is? My faithful comrades. All...
Quentin.
Master Quint!
You.
And so are you.
Swing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Let me finish this quickly.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. He hasn't. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing.
The flood has filled.
I see. Then all is a strange way to...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for, I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get rid...
But I prayed, and can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet, Master. We believed that you were the right man to lead us.
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide.
But why? Why would anyone...
Because we're family, aren't...
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with Lostwing weren't just a village.
It was. And as long as we're still...
We can start again. Build a new...
A fresh start. One life at... Why just a village? What's to stop it?
That's the Master
Please. Quentin, after all. Permit me to withdraw. I will no longer be needing your help.
I'll pretend you never are.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. And I have a feeling that if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up rest? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems they're back now. I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them on, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor bugger. I'd build him a new barracks here, but where would I put him? They're just... which leaves us in a bit of a pickle.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up, but there's only so many we can share. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. Well, and that's what I was hoping you might...
It's no...
Thank you.
So?
Well, I reckon we...
Eastpool, it's been a long time.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything, but what's done is done.
I suppose you're...
The blight might be pressing in, but there's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastards, they would have sent someone to clear them out. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved.
And I know the men. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about, and I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Of course.